Everybody, and welcome back to our Candulus Gaming. Candulus here, bringing you some more Space Engineers and the Hoodwinked scenario. Alright guys, as you can see, the base is now looking so much better. Now that everything is built. And as you see out there, I know it's graphically not fully loaded yet because I've just actually launched this game. We now have 4 full arms which are now rotating around. Oh, there you go. Graphics have just caught up with us. And they are, well, as you can see, they're rotating around and going down, grabbing the last little bits that we potentially can get. Now, I haven't been able to finish off getting that gold mine that I said about, sorting out, because I've been working on a new project. Yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And it's my first attempt, first attempt at doing a semi-truck. I'm sorry that it looks like the most hideous thing ever. It is a first attempt, mind you, and hopefully my next attempts will be better. I mean, I've already got a few ideas of how to make it better too, but okay. Alright. We open the door, climb the ladder in the meantime. We go inside, have to crouch for that, so forgive me. As you can see, we've got a cockpit here, we've got a couple of seats, we've got a coffee maker, a couple of corner console bits, and we've got a fridge here. And we go into the back room, we've got a cooker, we've got another fridge, we've got a microwave, we've got a sink, and a bed. So, it's not too bad from my first attempt. It drives as well. We've got a 38% charge in there at the moment. So, as you can see, it drives pretty well for a semi. Alright. What am I stuck on? Oh, stuck on something there. Pretty... Alright, I think I'm going to have to lower the suspension to get out of that. Yeah, it's a good thing I put the height offset at 0, so I can actually... Oh no, I really am stuck. Alright, let's put some power in those front wheels. I think that's the problem there. No, which ones was it? Left there, right one there. Gonna have to put the propulsion back in there. That's to be able to. There we go. I'm gonna have to do something about that eventually, but there we go. So we've got ourselves a nice semi here. If I park up there, because we're gonna do a bit more work on it. So let's close that up. So as you can see here, I've got a load of heavy armour here. So we've got like what looks like the rear bumper, and I've had to take out this section here because I've done something a little different here. Haven't actually named everything properly here, but what we're going to do, if I reverse that, it lowers down so that we can then back onto a trailer when we're good and ready for it. So there you go, it should lock in there quite nicely. Alright, then what we can then do is we can now start building on top of this hinge section. So if I just drop on there, oh, these are 5x5s by the way. So yeah, there's a ton of batteries in the lower section there to act as an engine. Because you know me, I prefer batteries over hydrogen engines and all that, and it's like naff all ice here, so gonna have to do something about that at some point. Okay, so I think it's time we start building ourselves a trailer, to be able to haul things on. I'm not sure what I'm going to be hauling first, but what colour should we choose? You know, go with black. Yeah. Oh, and it would help if I picked up some steel sheet to be able to do something with it. There we go. So, there we go. We got our first tentative steps towards a trailer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that forward. Probably leave, and then maybe gap of 2 in there. Yeah. And then we'll come out from here. So that'd be, yeah. So if we take those 2 back, we'll do something like that on either side. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work out. So this may be like heavy revisit sort of territory later on. Alright, let's work this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like I said, this is all because I just wanted to do something different. I mean, I've been saying about doing a semi for ages, since I think it was the Frostbite scenario. Yeah, that just sort of really sort of maybe I need to go back one more for this. So yeah, if I go like there and then put it in there. I think it was I think it definitely was the Frostbite scenario that sparked my interest in it, because near to the end of Frostbite, if you haven't played it already, it's a brilliant scenario. One of my favourites, to be exact. You actually have to put a load of these data cores on the back of a semi and then drive it to a pickup point. But in the end, yeah, it was all a ruse anyway. You know, they leave you on the planet. Oh, hold on. Yeah, let's double check it here. Well, there's center, and then it's 1, 2, 3, and then the 2x1x1s. There we go. Grab that in there. Now, the reason why I think we're going to find that this isn't building is simply because we're outside of the range. So let's get this in. Did it right. The next question is, did I lock this down? Rotor lock is indeed on. You see that in the center there. Okay, let's okay, so where am I going to put this? I think down the side of the base here we can continue building. Alright. Let's zoom out a bit. This is only one of 2 tasks I want to do today. This is, call this like number 1. The second one is sorting out power, because these turbines just aren't cutting the mustard anymore when it comes to recharging so many batteries. You can see them all under here. You know, I need more bang for my buck here. Alright, so as you can see, that's now building nicely. So we can now build back from here. So this is going to be one of those ones where I'm going to just have to sort of like work this out as I go. So if I because of my angle. Sorry about the flickering there, guys. But yeah, if I do something like this, and then, oops, and then can I get this in here? Nah. I thought that was going to be the case. So, call it intuition, experience, gut feeling. I really ain't got a clue. But, yeah, I think it's going to be a case of from here, we go like this. Not sure how wide to make this, to be honest with you, because what I'm thinking is I should have turned that into an upside down version, so it creates like a ramp. But then I'm also thinking maybe if I made that double thick. Right, let's sort out some fuel as well so that we can still use our jetpack. Might have to start digging out some of these ice around here as well. I know it's not exactly the orthodox way of doing it, so what I'm probably going to have to do in the end is lower that suspension, maximise that suspension upwards, and then that's one have all the way down. I think it's already all the way down anyway. Oh great. Please don't be right on top of me. I had that once off camera where it dropped straight on the base. Oh dang, that looks close. No, fortunately I think that's going the opposite way. Ooh. I think I got out of that one by the skin on my chinny chin chin. Ooh, that does look close. Actually, yeah, I think that might work. Alright, let's get that in there. Okay, so that's got that in place. And just to reiterate, this is my first time building a rig of any kind, so anybody who's done this before and has actually made a decent rig, I apologise. I am trying. But as somebody pointed out to me, I'm only well, I call myself a weekend warrior on this sort of stuff anyway. This is more, for me, just a bit of fun than me actually taking it serious as in like a business sense, if you will. Okay. So actually, what we could do, I suppose... Oh yeah, you noticed everything's all small grid. I'm sure you guys noticed that earlier. But yeah, what I'm thinking is if we were to make this a cargo area, have a big enough trailer at the back here, and then maybe have like maybe a big old like drill arm on it that's collapsible, with like enough that you can sort of raise it up and then bring it over the side and then down into to drill out something. We can then drill out that gold easily. Then we could put like containers up here. So let's think, how are we going to do that? Let's get rid of that for starters. Come on everything, load in. Material light, refinery. Ah, there it is. Right by it. Okay, so modular cargo container. Large cargo container. Well, the modulars look pretty good. I mean, yeah, we could probably do maybe something like that. Maybe have it like it's peeking off the edge there. You know. So what's that? 3 deep? So if we have that off the edge 1, 1, 2, 1, oops, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ah, okay, that's going to be a problem. Okay. Maybe try this a different way. See, let's find center line first. Let's make that in a like a white, so we know what we're doing in terms of center. So it's like a skunk. Well, actually, I think there's one skunk which is like I think it's a female skunk that's got the single line. Okay, so I think we're going to need the interior plate to be able to try and visualize what we're going to do with something like this. Actually, yeah. 200 of that, 200 of that. We've got loads of materials at the moment, so I'm not too worried. Still ain't got all the gold that I want, but okay. So if I do, that's what I wanted. There we go. And then we can get good side view there. Nah, that is not right. Probably want it further back, don't we? Because if we're going to slope down there, we want it there. And then we can do whatever we want. Oh, bother. Misaimed that. I think I moved just slightly at the wrong time. And then we can just put something here. Maybe some large containers or something like that. So it looks like we've got the start of something good here. Let's turn that back to our grey. Not sure exactly how we're going to continue this on. That's a mistake. That for now. Actually, let's do it more like there. Okay, so it's saying no to that. So if we keep that flattening, we can come down again. I suppose that would work. Oh! How did I get that there? I mean, I don't know how I did it, but that was cool. Okay. Alright, so it allows that. I mean, that's alright, isn't it? I mean, you know, we've got to come down anyway to sort of this level anyway, because we need to then be able to get in like the wheels. And no, that wasn't a problem with the sound system. That was me just having a bit of fun with, like, being a broken record. Although I've been accused of that in the past anyway. Of actually being a broken record. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Yes! Okay, so... Right, okay, so we've got...
Fuel critical.
We've got the start of a good platform here going on. It's not perfect. It's not. We're not there yet. Okay, so that goes like that. That goes like that. Right, like I said earlier, I think this is where we start thinking about like the wheels. So also the length of it too. I've got zero idea exactly how long to make this. Bugger. There we go. Might have to put some ladders on the side there, you know, just to be, you know, temporarily or long term means I've no idea. Just to be able to do this properly. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so we want two. No, that one. No, not that one. That one. And we want to raise them up. That one and that one. We want to raise them up as much as we potentially can in this case. And then that one and that one should be, yeah, where we want them, all the way down.
Fuel critical.
Okay. I think, therefore I am, unpick there from spam, I am actually going to do that. I'm going to actually add a ladder on the side so we can continue working on this without having to resort to jetpack sort of stuff. Let's have a look at what we need at the moment, because we haven't looked into requirements as of yet. Okay, throw some of that back in there. Okay, let's go to the build and repair system. We need 45 interior plate, computers. Oh yeah, we don't have any computers, so let's whack in about 200 of those. Interior plate, yeah, we need a couple hundred of those as well. Alright. I'm going to guess that the trailer needs to be a hell of a lot longer than that, because that looks about the same length as our truck. So I think I'm going to add in, I don't know, maybe about another 20 more or something like that. I have no idea how long this is at the moment. This is sort of like guess you could say like a wet finger in the air and hope to God that I can read the weather properly. A sort of concept. Yeah, I'd say that's probably a bit more in tune with how long a trailer is. I'm going to add, I think, what, 3 sets of wheels at the back, maybe? Yeah. So let's get the correct ones. We want the 5x5s. So I'm going to make sure that we get this the right way. The right way? The right way up, even. Forgive me there for my little stutter. Right, that's the right hand side. So we want the left hand side ones. The variant, even. There we go. Alright, Christ, I can't even see which way up this is. Okay, so that's, I'm going to say that's the correct way up because of the warning triangles on the left hand side of the screen there. So let's go with that as a sort of a start of a 10. I'm going to put that, because that back wheels are not always right at the back of the trailer. So let's say we'll try there. No, is that right? Have I done this right? Yeah, because then we've got that bit down. Yeah. Okay. And then this next bit is the bit that's hard. Is trying to figure out where to put the next wheel. I'm of the opinion that will rub and do like a cog effect. So I'm going to go one there, and then one there. I'm going to do the same on the other side. And yeah, I did one difference on the semi itself. Why are there no markings on this one? Oh, because that's the short one. Oh, please tell me I got the correct one. Yes, I have. Thank the Lord for that. Whew. Okay, that's a relief. I thought I'd messed up like big time there. Why aren't you latching on? Right. Yeah, get that in the correct place each time. Otherwise, it is a bit of an ache to sort out later. Alright, there we go. So we've got our aft 3. So let's go here. Let's see what materials we need. Why this ain't building properly. Large steel tubes and construction components. Okay, so we'll put in for a couple of hundred of each. And when they're built, we'll set all of the wheels to 0. And while I've got an opportunity, actually, before they are built... Oh, snap. I think... It's that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. I'm going to have to put in before here. I'm just going to call this part the semi. I'm not sure whether that's the correct terminology, but heck, it works for me. Alright, there we go. So those are building nicely. Let's get on the other side. Yeah, I've left the door open here. Not sure why I built that like that. Oh, I remember. I used to have a pane of glass right here, but then I built the I'm not sure what you call that thing on top. Wing, I guess. Who knows? Okay, let's have a look. Right, that's at a weird angle. That's right. That one's that one there. Right, so all of these, I'm going to set the height to 0. And then, here we go. All of these. This might go terribly wrong, so forgive me. There we go, set everything to 0. Alright. Awesome. So we got our first vestiges of a trailer. Like I said earlier, I think I'm going to turn this into 30,000 litres. Oh, nice. This is going to be one hell of a drill. Because I think what I'm going to do from here is if I bring this down to a level... Right, how am I going to do this? Because that might now be too low. I think I'm going to need to work out where the bed sits first before something coming down over there. We can always go and pay that a visit. But let's work out where the bed sits. Hey, why isn't that fully built? Small steel tube, okay. Right, cool. Got that. And for this, I'm going to have to do something stupid. I'm going to have to lower everything down to be able to find out where the top of the arches are going to sit. Actually, do I? Don't I? No, I don't think I do, actually, because I can work that out from here, from first principle, because that was my original level. So 1, 2, and then 3 with the top of the wheel being on a an arch. So if I build it like actually, I think I am going to have to lower the suspension. Sorry guys, that was a bit stupid of me. I'm not sure exactly why I'm doing it this way around and not actually from one of the, say, these containers, but actually let's take off propulsion because it's going to be the semi that drives. I'm not sure whether the trailer actually provides. I'm going to have to look that one up. Might turn that back on. So lower all of those and then the semi as well. That's a little too fast, but lowered it. Actually, I think that might actually make for a good bed level. And then I suppose I could do, where is it? Maybe a half block there. And then do what I did the other side. Bring that down. And then we could do something like that. No. I think what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to keep on making the odd mistake here and there. Sorry about that. It's hard to get the angle right. I mean, you see what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to get it to be so that we know where to sort of say, okay, this is far enough. Because I think what I'm thinking here. Yeah, this is a rubbish idea I had here. I'm going to use the jetpack here just briefly. I think. Okay. There we go. Got that in there. And then what we can then do is then take off this bit of a tail. Let's get some light in here because I can't see properly anymore. It's got so dark. Yeah, because then that can sort of like then hang down, can't it? How far back should we have it? 3? We'll have it 3. And then that'll be... Well, if you look under like the wheel arch of a car, you get like that little thin bit of metal. Well, think of that, but just a little thicker here, because I can't do say like this stuff with unless it's like wafer thin, and I don't really want to do that. Okay. Also means. And trust me, I was terrified of doing that. And start reclaiming some of this metalwork because I really have gone way too low. If you look at a lot of real life semis that haul some trailers, they don't really go that low. Unless they've got like a skirting down the side of it. I can thank some of the guys I work with, the warehouse I'm at, who I'm learning a lot of things about semis from. Which I think is another reason why I got interested in this idea for actually building a semi. Yeah, actually I can... Alright. Whoops! I meant to do that. Not. Okay. Actually, if anything, I think that actually looks a lot better. Hold on, have I got these wheels in the wrong place or something? No, I've got them in the right place. I'm just... Oh, I suppose I could do... I could do something like that. Like bring it in, you know, so that, you know, it then falls in line with the rest of the trailer, which is going... Oh, I've done it again. Bollocks. I'm going to have to use that. There we go. Hey, what? Have I up messed? I think I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the side of that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, I am well out. How comes I am well out? Get in there. Thank you. I heard it. Where is it? There it is. There you go, guys. Sabroids. Oh, some more over here. Build and repair system has been nice enough to kill for me. I don't like the fact that I'm doing this. I was saying that. It's almost fully extended, if not fully extended. Oh, and we got to go after that. Okay. Oh, we've got about a minute, so I'm going to use jetpack here. Dumbest idea I've ever done, but...
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
More like non-existent. Come on. No, nothing there. Oh, this time I get something. Focus on the mission critical parts. Getting back's going to be fun. Because all that's going to be on foot. Good news is, we can run. Like bloody crazy. I mean, we hope to God that we don't get any Sabroids in the meantime, but let's run. Zombie boots? I don't think I've got any of the zombie parts. Okay. Run, Florist, run! I know it's Forest in the original movie, but there was a parody of the classic movie, which actually the young boy was a florist, not named Forest. Hold on, what? Ooh, ice. Do you know what? I am gonna stop and grab some of this.
Energy low.
We are running out of ice. Control. No, because I'm holding down shift. There we go. Right, I have thought of a couple of other things that we could easily, and I do mean very easily, add onto the rig. One of them being a very mission critical item. Which is batteries. Okay, so let's drop in there the silicon and nickel. Bugger. It moved! We'll put that in there. We'll drop... Ooh, I don't know. This stuff? And that in there. Right. Okay. That's over that wheel. Ah, that's why. This side is not right. I see it now. Oh, how could I be so blind? Probably because of the fact that this is a big item to do with small blocks. But we do get more detail out of it. I mean, let's put it that way. I mean, you know, it does look great. I mean, later on, if you guys want me to, I could even try to do maybe a large grid version of the semi. See what I can make out of it. You know what? I thought this looked wrong. Yeah, because that was hanging off the edge there. That one's not. So maybe I might have to redo maybe the middle one and move that one across a bit. Right, let's re-add our ladder. Because that's like mission critical to what we're doing.
Critical.
Right. There we go, we're up here now.
Energy critical.
Alright, I believe... Yeah. Gonna have to do that. Because that is in line with that. Huh? What the living heck am I doing wrong? Because that is in line with that wall there. To get that in line with that wall there, we are going to have to do what? That's in line with that battery. So that was correct the way it was. I just haven't taken into account. Let's walk on here. Which means I've got the wheels in exactly the wrong place, haven't I? I mean, you know, it's... by 1. Oh, but
No energy.
oh, bugger. Sorry, I was so focused on trying to fix this problem, I keep on forgetting about the energy levels. Alright, there we go. Okay. So if that's going like that, up until this bar here, yeah, because that goes all the way through like that. Yeah, that's right. And then I'm pushing it in 1. Yeah, at this point here. So that starts from about the middle of that tread. Yeah, middle of that tread. So if that's 3 in from there, so yeah, 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3. So yeah, that still is the centre there. The wheels are off by 1. That's why I'm having so much problem. Yeah, with all of this. So I'm going to have to do all the wheels again. Right. Bother. Right, so I know that arm is right, that arm is correct. Let's finish this bit off. I'm surprised it makes such a huge difference, to be honest with you.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
That. Yeah.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Thought I heard the last of that in from the
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
previous campaign, but
Inventory full. Inventory full.
I know I could leave this in, but
Inventory full.
oops.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Right. What's that? 4 out. Why does that still look wrong? Ah, because that is wrong. Okay. What I probably should have done was actually measured down how far I needed to be. I think it was 4. I think, therefore I am, I'm pink, therefore I'm spam, that's right. Okay, let's see how badly I have messed this up. All of that effort for a huge rewrite. But this is the sort of amount of time that I spent on just even building the there we go. The cab section. Okay, so that goes all the way up. That one and that one. Could raise that up a bit higher, but I don't need to. And then those two. Oh, no, we want it. Probably not banging down like that. I mean, you know, that was a bit silly. Hopefully that's not damaged. Okay, I think what I'm going to do then is if I go... Is that rules suspension right? Oh, wrong place.
Inventory full.
How am I going to do this? I think this is going to be one of those moments of, I guess you could say, guesstimating it. I mean, I've probably completely foobarred this beyond all recognition. Okay, so let's work through this again from first principles. Those two set to 0. That one and that one set to 0. Those two set to 0. Oh, and now these new ones set to 0. And then with a heavy duty amount of prayer to God, I think that's about set up right. Except I just realised something stupid that I've done. I haven't gimbaled this properly. So if this goes up something, these wheels are going to come off the earth. I think I've left myself enough room. I could probably take this section apart, and then under here I could put the rotor. Now I could put the hinge section on top. How big is a hinge for one of these? Did I put another ladder on here? Nope, whoops. Okay, oh, heck, that's what, 4 high? I may have completely messed this up. Let's try something here. 1, 2, 3 high. Might be able to get away with it. It's going to be tricky, but I think I can get away with it. Okay. I think from here it's going to be, oops, just if I do something like that, before I fill all of that in. And then do the same on the tail end here. Right. Okay, so I think after all of that, we've got the start of a trailer going. It's not exactly what I expected. I think I was expecting a bit higher on the platform side of things than I actually got. But I think that's okay. Use that as a centre now, and then now where are we? There. We can start this planning what we're doing here. Now what we're thinking of doing is just literally having this one hanging off the edge here. That one hanging off the edge there. That's now left that 3 gap in the middle. Oh, okay, cool. So we can actually do what we originally set out to do and actually have it all squared off and centralized. Yay. That is so cool. I'm really happy about that. I'm starting to freaking out. I was going to have to do some like weird and wonderful mathematical, trickery thingy what's-me-call-its to be able to get it in place. And that looks cool under there. Okay, wicked. And we can just do that. Nice. And then sort of a similar event over here. Like, oops, that goes there like that. And that one is there like that. Right. Quality. We got the bare bones of a semi-decent looking unit going on here. And I am actually starting to also regret the decision of filling that in. Could have used that as a place to stow the batteries. Though I was also thinking back here, because we got these huge containers why not put the batteries in here? Maybe like one in the middle of each. And then just to sort of like finish it off, have a warfare battery. So we've got plenty of power. And if we really wanted to, we could also stow something in there as well. Because you can never have too much power. There we go. So I think we're onto something here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away. I'm going to fill these in, and I think I'm going to start work on the drill section. I might even yeah, I think I might even take it down maybe a bit here and maybe sort of like reinforce the underside of the bed. I haven't figured it all out yet, but there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the starter of of our articulated lorry that we can then sort of create multiple trailers for based on mission purposes. So let's give this a try, just as is. Oh, look at that! I've got the turning point. It's not colliding. Just about. See if we can get this around here. Don't mind the door on that. Oh, might collide the tail. Just gently. All right. Let's pull to a stop. Maybe a bit further up. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, not exactly the most amazing episode I've ever done, but I am really happy with the result there. I mean, like I say, I've got some work to do on things like this joint here. I need to make that better. I need to fill all this in and work on some of the bits and pieces. But we've got ourselves an articulated lorry, even if it is simple. Wow, I'm happy. I'm so happy with this. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time on Adventureless Gaming.